The biggest names in music.
Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show. Okay.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, the greatest hits.
Good morning and welcome to The Big Show, Friday's edition. We are live on The Big Show TV as well. Our guest, the one, the only. Everybody loves this guy. KFCito, everybody. Woo!
Good morning.
Good morning, all my fellow sinners, diners, and lovers. Don't you miss me saying that every week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remind ourselves we are so bloody human. You know, we're exposed to all the sins and loves and food out there. Live it up, lah, people. Live it up, lah, I say. You know, whether they lock you down or lock you up, live it up.
And you know, Sito, I just want to ask you this because I was reading the new paper yesterday. Of course, the new paper, they're going digital. And your last article in the lifestyle section,
Yes.
Makansutra,
Yes.
it was your last article yesterday, huh?
Yes. I've been writing the column for 10 years, I think, now.
Wow.
I've checked out a lot of stuff. It was a lovely gig. I understand they are restructuring and all that. But hey, you can read what I write on my musings, on my Facebook. I'll bring that column back onto my website.
That'd be a good idea.
I'll be all over. I'll be all over your face. Don't worry. All over your face.
And
You
of
ain't
course,
going anywhere.
Of course, every Friday you are here on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Okay, so
So where am
Sito, where are you at today?
You know, I thought it would be a good idea
Chit
this
chat.
time to highlight coffee shops.
Okay.
Not just hawker centers.
Yeah.
Because hawker centers, as you know, are very nicely highlighted by the government, supported by them. But this coffee shop people, they are hawkers too. They don't get as much support. I hear stories about landlords in coffee shop incessantly raising their rents in the middle of a lockdown. So I want to pay more attention to them. And they are hawkers too. And in fact, if you ask me, coffee shops are way more convenient than hawker centers.
Yeah.
Because coffee shops are downstairs,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
You say, hey, go downstairs, go and buy something. So there's this culture about it that I want to highlight and place more emphasis on what they contribute to our daily makan lives.
I love coffee shops. Folks, you can watch KFCito in the coffee shop, and we're going to find out where this coffee shop is on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's Bananarama with Venus on 1FM 91.3. Good morning. Oh, this is
It's
the...
Geylang.
Geylang.
Lorong 41.
Oh, wow.
Liquid
Isn't it charming?
alcohol
Look at this
control.
corner. Look at this corner
So
coffee shop.
charming.
Keng
And look at the
was.
way the guy parked, so steady, curbside.
Oh, look, and he's jumping out as well.
Police, go police.
So this kind of coffee shop, I love. It's a slice of the kind of culture I grew up with. Just go down there, you sit down. You know, you go with my mother. Last time go marketing, and then she'll carry a bag of stuff. Then we'll drop by for a cup of coffee and some toast or bihun or something like that before we go back. And look at this. I always love this stretch of Geylang, especially in the morning, because it looks like
Yeah, man.
it looks like Malaysia.
It looks like Penang
Yeah,
or
there's
okay.
no
yeah,
traffic.
old
Yeah.
There's no
Malacca,
traffic,
yeah.
and see, you don't see a lot of high-rise buildings around.
Yeah.
Correct. It looks
Yeah.
like Georgetown. I loved it. So you cruise by in the middle, or towards the sunset. You see the sun dipping in the far end. It is beautiful.
I would not have guessed that it was Geylang, you know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look like Geylang to me, because usually if I'm in the Geylang area, I mean, quite rare. But it's always very crowded. Very
And it's
crowded.
at night? Are you usually there at night?
No lah.
No, okay.
Oh,
I
you
don't
like
know
that
the
night.
experience.
Because of the food.
I always say,
Yeah.
I always say Geylang, on both sides of it. Geylang is where Kama Sutra meets Makansutra. The even side is Kama Sutra. The odd side where all the makan is Makansutra. So
And the guy has
inspiration
bought his
there.
breakfast and he's going.
Oh.
And
Yeah, there you
Wow.
go.
Careful.
He's like,
he's like,
oh,
eh,
Ni hao,
no
ni hao,
one's-
ni hao. 早安，早安，你好。来来
Panic because you were holding a phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
he thinks you're filming him
parking
stopping
They have
illegally.
every right. They have every right to panic.
Yeah.
Every right.
Hey,
It's
Sito,
freedom.
how come they left,
Freedom. You do wrong things, you have the right to panic.
they left the bin cover open?
Help them closer.
That's not my job. That's NEA's job.
Yeah, I'll bring up more.
Wow, I see the queue for coffee.
Yeah, I saw that queue in
Just
the
for
coffee shop.
coffee.
Good
Oh,
grief.
wow.
But it says
Hey, hi, good morning. How are you? How's it?
Sito on the outside
know
of the
you, I
coffee
know
shop has perfect toast. So obviously they're known for their toast.
Got Frank.
Oh, hello.
Radio,
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Good
Oh,
morning.
the yao kui. Thank you. So this place, I share with you, Keng Coffee Shop. They have been around for many years, and they still make their own kaya, which they sell through this frosted glass,
Oh.
which you cannot see. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
why.
can't
They don't care because people know to come here to buy their own made kaya, and it's very good. I'm lining up for coffee and toast right now, and they have this. I think they still have this practice. You buy their glass jar of coffee, kaya. They have glass and plastic one. If you return a glass jar, they give you a discount. They return you for returning your glass jar.
Oh,
and
I
they
like that.
When you buy the next one, it's you get a discount. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't like
Nice
that.
idea.
I don't think it's very hygienic.
No,
It
that's
is
just idea.
hygienic. It's fine.
We
It's
don't.
practical.
They boil the
It's
thing.
fine.
lah.
Glenn, you drink from cups at coffee shops as well. It's the same thing.
Usually I ask for styrofoam,
No, you don't.
disposable.
Styrofoam.
getting-
They don't get me going on styrofoam. Oh, I tell you, my blood boil.
Today not Mondays, okay.
World class environment agency, and they still allow styrofoams in hawker centers.
Hey,
They-
the styrofoam packet when you tap out food,
chai
I have
fan,
very
Shouldn't be
good
allowed.
memories of the styrofoam boxes,
yeah.
I feel like the food tastes quite good out of the styrofoam boxes.
Because you ate pieces of styrofoam. It tastes very interesting.
You will start and not stop, no?
Okay, we are on Facebook.
Facebook, yes, you can
As in Big Show TV.
Facebook,
When we go on air, I'll change my tune.
see. There.
Don't we know
So
it?
here, okay, we talk about the makan. Here
3
we
minutes.
have you see, it's a slick operation here. No? Everybody knows what they are doing. They take the customer, and then I'll talk to you about the bihun later. It is fantastic. It doesn't look like anything, and I've eaten a lot of breakfast bihun in my life. I tell you,
Wow.
this one takes the cake. I haven't really promoted. I've never really spoken about it, and I wonder why. So today I'm going to tell you about this bihun. Looks awesomely humble.
Hey, how come they're so well dressed, Sito?
That one, the boss.
Yeah,
I have
huh?
to say, yeah.
They knew he was
Blue
coming.
colour,
They knew.
Blue color, Chelsea. Chelsea.
Even the guy serving the coffee also, you see, he's
Khaki
got his
pants.
belt on,
Pants.
He's the boss,
pants, polo shirt.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. Can you go and buy bihun and kopi for me, huh?
Morning, Pat.
Morning.
And for,
Morning,
for,
Pat.
For the guests also.
She can't
Yes,
hear.
we have
no,
a
right?
guest. So I'm going to show you the. Look, very simple. No, nothing much.
Yeah.
Bihun, noodle, kway
Kway
teow,
teow.
rice, and then their toppings.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tell you, their
Wanton
toppings are hopeless. I tell you.
But looks so good. Wow, luncheon meat.
I'm
Popiah.
no vegetable. No vegetable. I've been eating this for years, but the star dish is this one. Oh, I tell you. I'll tell you why in a while. And then, and then they make their coffee here. See, very busy. Like look, and the toast. I
So-
tell you, the toast.
Perfect.
So the coffee
The
must be
toast
good,
is-
lah. That's why.
They take the thin
The toast,
bread
the
and then
toast
they
and the
slice it
kaya.
even thinner.
Thinner, yeah, that's the way
wow.
it should be.
The master of toast is there.
Wow.
The other side, the toast. The boss say the
Master
toast.
of
The other
toast.
Stick of butter.
And then nothing fancy. They put an electric toast, and then they have a charcoal toast there.
Yeah.
You can see.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they use the normal bread, not your coffee shop style of bread. And it is so nice. That day I bite in, and I'm reminded how I miss this texture. And they have, of course, they have
So
butter.
thin.
They put into an ice box.
Plus, the old people got no teeth. Easier to eat also. Because
Correct.
the bread
You're
is so
talking about
thin.
us, right? You're talking about us. Huh?
No lah. Of course not.
And then there's a store here. They sell
1 minute.
wantan mee.
Wantan mee.
And then good old school wantan mee where the char siu looks pink color.
Is this a breakfast place specifically or all day?
All day. They
All day.
open until close to midnight.
Oh wow.
So
This
this one
Geylang,
sells mee siam and nasi lemak, very
Nasi lemak.
popular also.
Plate and
So
plate.
they deep fry their chicken. Auntie 你好。
Auntie, 你好。早安。
等一下，等一下，
30 seconds.
广播台
Hello
讲 hello 啦 hello
早
So
早
cute.
Auntie 早安。
You can see she's smiling with the eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so sweet.
So
20,
I'm tuck into some of this stuff, and I love this atmosphere. Take a look.
Nice.
Isn't that?
Who's that girl?
We're on Facebook. Okay. Who's that? She said
Okay, we're
hello
going back
to
on
me.
air.
I
Stand
think.
by.
That girl looked quite
We're going
attractive
back
from
on
the back. Okay, we are going on air.
Sita, just remember your mic closer to
Yeah,
your
you don't
mouth,
have to move so much already.
Yeah.
We are going on air.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Two.
Eminem featuring Rihanna. Love the Way You Lie right here on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning and every Friday morning is Makansutra's KFCito. Good morning, Sito.
Good morning. How's my beautiful people, man?
Very good.
So
You-
we're back. So since we're back on radio, I want to talk about this topic which will. Wait, let me go and steal somebody's coffee and then go and.
Sila, you steal
cheers.
somebody
Good
else's
morning.
coffee.
I'm
There you
gonna
go.
remove.
I,
my
I
mask
saw
so
a
you
girl
can hear me.
filming you.
That's
Yeah.
our guess.
Your microphone.
Hey,
Microphone
what
up.
to do? I look good, man. Everybody wants to film me. I want a piece of this. Everybody wants a piece of this, man. What the
Yes.
hell, man? And I've been cycling. I've been walking, being a good boy. You
Wow,
know?
look at you.
So, yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, man. Take your
Feeling
piece.
good.
Oozing
Go ahead, man.
confidence.
Yeah. So what I want to chat with, I really think in no time borders are going to open. Right after this lockdown, they're just going to throw the gates wide open, slowly invite everybody. Because hey, I hear our neighbors, Malaysia, is going to open their borders. They are going to reach 80%.
Yep.
And they cannot wait to invite us all back.
Yeah.
You know lah, they now in this COVID season more so than ever, they realize they need Singapore tourists.
Yeah.
60% of Malaysia's tourists are from Singapore.
60,
So-
wow.
And I can tell you lah, you all cannot wait to even go back JB lah,
Damn
Malacca
straight.
lah, Seramban lah, Ipoh lah, KL lah, and then all the little small town. I cannot wait to do that. So one of the things I'm going to ask is where do you all miss going in Malaysia first? Let's not be too ambitious. Let's talk about Malaysia first because they're gonna open up by I think end of October or November. They're gonna 80%. Fully vaccinated, and they're gonna throw open. Singapore cannot. The more we vaccinate, the more we close. I don't know why.
Okay, I miss KL.
Okay.
You miss KL.
Yes.
KL. Why do you miss KL? Why do you miss
Because
KL?
every time I go to KL, first the limo will pick me up from the airport, straight to Mandarin Oriental, and then after that I'll go and makan and all that at the Twin Towers, and then I go for my movie at the Twin Towers as well. There's a theater there,
Yes.
right, like a Golden Village, and then back to the hotel, room service, and then after that limo back to the airport, and then back to Singapore.
That's all you
And-
do?
And,
Yes.
Yeah, and
Hey,
he doesn't
hey,
see
hey.
KL at all.
Right? Yeah, like why
hey,
would you
you-
go to
yeah.
KL and watch a movie?
Yeah, you must go to Changi Airport,
Right.
get a limo to go and send you to Mandarin Hotel.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
go and do your thing down there, order room
Watch a
service,
movie.
and then watch the view, watch the movie, watch Netflix, whatever.
And go back
then then go Changi and then take a MRT home or drive home or something. Like that. Same effect.
Jewel got
But I don't
cinema
know,
already.
the feeling is a bit different.
Yeah, cheaper.
No, okay. FD?
I've got to say that if I miss Malaysia, I miss Penang. I miss Penang.
Amen.
I miss Penang because I
Sadu,
lived
sadu.
there for 5 years in
Ah,
primary
your
school.
daddy from there, your daddy from there.
Yeah,
Bro.
I miss things like Batu Fringi Beach. I miss the Pulau Tikus Market, Penang Hill.
There you go. Pulau Tikus Market. The
you
market,
know-
a lot of tikus there.
Because it's mouse.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
You know,
That's why.
And
For people
and
listening.
it's the food. It's just so much to see.
I I love Penang. I mean, I go there, you know the problem, the thing I don't like about Penang is you go there, you see Singaporeans. Hey,
Yes.
it's like, I travel all the way here, but it's charming because of all the pre-war houses. The walk on the street is so lovely. You can see shops that you will no longer see. You only see in Singapore back in the 70s or the 60s. Shops selling all kinds of repairs, all kinds of sauces, handmade stuff, this and that. Medical shops. And you sit down, they are very friendly, and then I love seeing queues in a street side push cart food stall. Oh, you go there, you see the smoke billowing out and the atmosphere, the rickety table, the chairs. This is experiences you can take home in your head.
Yes.
It's
What
a
was that
souvenir,
other
right?
place? What was that other place in Penang, Sito? What was it called? End of the World?
Oh yes, it is. I think it's not there.
Not there anymore, right?
Yeah, they have a seafood. It's like our Punggol. You drive. At the end of Batu Ferringhi, you go somewhere right to the end where there's a dead end. It's a restaurant called End of the World.
Wow.
Nice.
So I think some years ago, their business also End of the World already.
What a pity.
But when we talk about Penang, we talk about food. So I say, if you want to be close to Penang, York Hotel is the place. Once a year, it becomes
Yes,
a mini
Penang
Penang.
cuisine, right? Yeah, they do that.
Right?
Yes. And then those are real hawkers. I've met the hawkers when I was in Penang. Of course, they can't replicate as well because of the operations. They cook it in places that Glenn like aircon.
Correct.
Somehow or other, and they don't have open fire, so only certain things can go there. Big fire stuff, they cannot install it there. So they cook stuff over induction heat, all kind of stuff. But it's nice, the whole atmosphere, having 6-7 platters of, come on, name your food, man, name your food. Char kway
Tiao and stuff, right?
And then they got chendui, they call it chendui, they don't call it chendol. Chendui. They got apom balik.
Asam laksa,
Apam balik is a thin mee chang kueh.
Don't they have like a
Crispy,
yeah?
Okay.
And then they got loba. Loba is
Loba.
like a ngoh hiang, the Hokkien version. If you know I'm talking about, like the corner stall in Georgetown, very nice.
Yeah.
And they have all kinds of different local drinks. They have the nutmeg drink. It's so nice.
I've never tried that.
Yeah.
Never tried that.
Yeah.
But now I can still get Penang food, Penang culture. At next, that's one. Okay, up next, Toto. Here's Rosanna on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3.
He's so angry.
I think because of COVID, like if I were to go to Malaysia,
This is our special guest today.
Yeah, Sharon.
It's Sharon Gonzalez.
Morning. You're muted.
Hello.
She's muted.
Unmute, darling.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello. Oh my God. So that was you just now.
Yeah, I
I was
did
like,
see her.
hey,
Yeah.
who's that? Who's that hot girl? I was like,
Allah, without the mask, lagi hot lah.
yeah.
Thank you. You want drink coffee or not, Sito?
Yeah, cheers. She's just there behind you. Can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid. Awesome.
I need to push you off.
What is Sharon eating though?
Cheers. Good morning.
She's got her food there.
No,
She will pinch. Come over and pinch food from me. And you tell me about it. You can come bring over.
No, I have to carry myself. See, I carry
hang
myself.
on.
It's okay if they,
Hang on. Come, take
Nobody will
yourself.
be
Take
able to hear
yourself.
anything.
Oh
Can see got
wow.
echo or not?
Not
So you
really.
got this bee hoon on here.
Close the talk,
Sharon, take some for yourself.
No echo, right?
I don't think Sharon eats things like that lah. It's like fried bee hoon,
You don't
luncheon
think
meat.
Sharon eat things like this?
Mr. Judgmental.
Come, try some. Take some.
How you maintain your
So they
figure
got-
like that? I don't believe.
Because most of the time you didn't see the upper half, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
you see upper half. Okay, going to dig in, okay?
Okay. Wow. Actually, quite like
Come, take some.
the look of the kaya toast.
It's very
Can I
thin,
dig on
huh?
the egg or not?
Yes.
Okay, I cut the egg first. This is my favorite first thing.
Background to Sharon. She is Ipoh Mui. She's from Ipoh one.
Oh.
Ipoh Mali?
she's got Ipoh, and she's got you know,
She's so
Ipoh
excited.
Cantonese food culture blended with a bit of Eurasian and sambal culture in her soul. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at those
Okay.
eggs.
Yolk it. Yolk it.
See,
That's a
perfect.
perfect.
Oh,
Perfect
And then
poached egg.
add the sauces. Add the
A
sauces.
bit of tau yu. That one is
The
Cho Cheng.
tau yu
Don't look
sauce,
like tau
soy
yu
sauce.
leh. Okay, tau yu is
This one,
the
the dark one is the tau
That
yu.
one's
I
over
know.
there.
Oh, she
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay,
She likes a
Ipoh right,
A bit
sir.
of
Oh,
that.
that's a light soy sauce.
Pepper na pepper. 胡椒粉啊，胡椒粉啊。
Chicken. Oh.
And that's
She's
it.
got to dip the
See, I'll see. I
toast.
want to find out if she scoop or slurp one.
She's a lady, sure scoop
Is she a
lah.
slurper? Is she a slurper or a scooper?
If you're not around, she will slurp.
Slurp.
Okay.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Wow.
Here we go. Right.
oh, the hair all you got in buffalo. Yum.
Yum, yum.
This is breakfast of champions. You should start your day like this.
Okay, I'm gonna rave about the bihun. Here we go. So the bihun here, I usually when I don't live far from here, so usually I come and buy the bihun. I will hardly put any ingredients in it. I go back, I fry my own egg, and I put more taugeh and I put cabbage in there. It is. I tell you what, it is good. Hang on, here we go. Wait. Wow.
Come on, it looks so dry.
Actually, it doesn't look dry.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
not.
look dry,
It's
yeah.
not sticking to each other. Yeah.
It's the flavor and then the texture. They boil. To do fried bihun like this, you have to pre-blanch it. And the trick is how much you pre-blanch. If you over-blanch it, the thing becomes soft, and when you fry it, the thing
Soggy.
sticks together.
Oh, sticks.
That's right, Sharon. And then if you do it just the trick is to do it just past 50%. Then you let it strain. Then you put it onto the wok. As you fry, you introduce a soy stock. The soy sauce, they put stock, then they put, I don't know, oyster sauce or whatever, and this liquid. And they pour it into the bihun and they begin to fry until the thing reaches this texture and flavor. So it is gorgeous.
So do you introduce the
Gorgeous.
sauces slowly, or you just like one time everything goes in?
One shot. You do the whole
Right.
the sauce at the side. I've seen, I go to Penang and I watch them. Penang ones are fantastic. They do it at the street down there. There's this stall that sells nothing. It's just bihun, no topping. They just give you a bit of a crispy tofu skin in the bihun. I saw that the fellow will strain the thing. He blanch and he strains it, and then he will fry a little bit, give it that mild roastiness, and then he puts scoops and scoops of this sauce into the bihun, bit by bit. Then he fry dry, then he fry dry again. So the other trick is that you cannot put too much soup, this stock into the bihun. It will soften the bihun. So you got to fry dry, then you put in more stock again, and you continue until you get it right, and you remove it. So all these are little tricks,
There's an art to it.
Yeah, it's
And,
an art. It's
you
a
just
feel.
casually look at it, but it's when you sit in front of this and then you can try to fry, you're asking yourself, when do I stop frying? Correct. They want to also use a nose,
But I guess everyone has their own style. Like, I'm sure, Sharon, you fry bihun. Do you use a different technique?
Method.
She has the
Can you unmute her?
You need to unmute,
Oh,
Sharon.
Sharon, you're mute. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah. Carry on. Say again.
Okay, usually I make the sauce first. Then what Sito says is exactly the same. It's a very old age heritage recipe that we follow. We can't just pour sauces. You have to manage your heat, your hands, stirring. It's just like a dance.
So do you know when it's done? By tasting, or by smelling, or by looking?
Actually, it's three senses actually. It's more on the eyes, the nose, and the taste.
So all three, right? Okay.
When the fragrance hit, you know it's ready.
Yeah.
I think for Glenn, it's four senses: nose, eyes, and the mouth, plus the skin.
The sweat, right? The
Must
sweat.
have aircon touching the skin.
No sweat.
Then it's good. That's good.
But I have to say, I want to try that bihun because I'm looking at it. I mean, when I said it looks dry just now, I didn't mean dry. I mean like drier than what I would normally have.
It looks very nicely textured.
Because
Actually.
everywhere else, right, you go and buy the bihun, it's always oily or quite
yeah.
a little wet, you see. But this is so
Yeah,
good.
this is very good.
Or it's like a little bit crispy because they've over fried it and it dries out.
Ooh, crispy.
or they
No, no, crispy stuff.
don't blanch it long enough, so the bihun is quite dry.
Dry,
on its own.
yeah.
So when you stop blanching before you start frying, that's very, very important.
And also the type of bihun that you use, actually.
Do you use
Oh,
the fresh
really?
one or do you use the dry one?
Dry one.
Dry. Okay.
Okay, there's different brands of vermicelli bihun, but I usually use the Taiwanese brand. It's a bit more on the QQ.
Oh,
Yes,
the
texture.
QQ.
Chichi.
What's the QQ? Is that like the buoyancy of the noodle?
Yeah, it's like a bite and a spring to it.
Spring to it.
And then,
okay, Taiwanese.
and then we have somebody from Penang. Is it Molly Tan? She's from Penang, you know. And I just want to tell her, hey, I miss Penang lah. Molly, I have to ask you if you can answer or not, Molly. Are all those hawkers still around or not? Did COVID kill them? Because we go back and you go to Kimberley or Canaveral, you go there or Kosong, then you see one cart by the street rotting away.
Oh, dear.
Very, very
They
sad.
must be suffering actually.
Yeah, for sure.
But he
for
said they're
sure.
opening up
Yes.
already, Sito. They're going to open up already, right?
Yeah, but for 18 months.
Okay, Chop, we are going back
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
radio. We are going back on the radio right now. Let's introduce Sharon again, right?
Yep.
Do you want to introduce Sharon, Sito? Or do you want me to do it?
You go ahead. I'll introduce.
Okay, cool. Because she's my master chef, no? Later I'll mention that.
All right.
Abby, do you want traffic
Okay,
first?
here we go.
Stand by.
Traffic first.
Stand by.
Play, yeah.
1FM 91.3 traffic.
Okay, there are a couple of areas to look out for. The CTE towards the SLE, a vehicle broken down at Bridle Road exit. ECP towards the city, a vehicle broken down after the KPE exit. And on the ECP towards Changi, a vehicle broken down after Bayshore. Look out for those areas. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning, Singapore. Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is the one and only KF Sito, who has a guest on the show. And this guest is always a mystery, right? Because Sito has started to introduce guests every Friday. We had no idea who today's guest was going to be. So, Sito, for the benefit of those people who are listening to us exclusively on 1FM 91.3, please take it away.
Don't we all love surprises? Life is a box of surprises, right? So we have no other than Chef Sharon Gonzalez. Yeah, drum roll. She's a ex-master chef.
Master
Yeah.
chef.
Master chef, and
Master chef.
she this much I know about her. She'll tell you more about her journey. She runs a restaurant in Bali actually. And then she came back because of COVID. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then when she came back, she had don't know what to do. Got to run the restaurant remotely from Singapore. And those kind of things don't work, you know that, right? And then meanwhile, she's going to say, where I'm going to find money to buy chicken rice and eat every day. So she had to think of ideas. So she started going online. And then you guys ate her wonderful kueh kosui, that wobbly little thing which I adore. But hey, this lady is way more than kueh kosui. And she cooked a lot of stuff. She sold a lot of stuff. She showcased her stuff she showcased her skill, her story, her culture, her history on internet, and people responded. And then next thing you know, she's got a gig with Lloyd's Inn. Right along Oxley Road. So tell us about your journey, lah. How desperate were you, and how you arrived at this smile today?
Actually, it was after MasterChef, I joined Lloyd's Inn Group to set up their restaurant in Bali. There are two restaurants in their two hotels. It was very difficult, but because usually when people come to the hotel, they wouldn't want to eat the hotel food, right? So I need to change the perception. And it went really well until we wanted to set up our own stand-alone restaurant facing the beach. And we got everything ready, but sadly, COVID struck. So all of us had to come back, and we thought, COVID will last for 6 months, and now it's coming to 2 years. So it's quite tough. So when I come back, there's a lot of restrictions about dining in and all that. Then I was sitting down, okay, what should I do? And so I did private dining with Sub-Zero and Woe. And suddenly I heard from Sito, right? Sito was like telling about kuih and all that. I said, kuihs are like very simple, but then you can elevate it actually. So that's how I came about kuih kosu using gula Sabah instead of the normal gula Melaka. And I think I'm the only one in Singapore that has that.
Yes.
So, and Sito encouraged me actually. Yesterday, I texted him. I'm quite, before launching it, I was like texting Sito, you can make it or not? Sito said, you can make it as long as you keep up the quality and, maintain the quality. So I launched it and
It was
got back
good.
right.
It was good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's sold out every month. Thank you so much.
Yeah, people
Wow.
are still
you still
placing
doing
orders.
that? And you're still doing that now?
Yes, it's on my platform, Xavier Lapis.
Okay.
Yes, and then I also introduced seasonal festivity goods, which is more on heritage goodies. Recently, I launched the mooncake, but I did a spin. We did nerikiri, skin instead of snow skin. Nerikiri is Japanese heritage wagashi. Me and my partner, Nicholas, we were like peeling 30 kilos of white beans
Oh, wow.
just to make the skin.
Always taking it
you know-
to the next level, Sharon.
I have to.
That is quite a shift from the traditional snow skin mooncake, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what? Next year, I believe some people are going to introduce a brand new type of mooncake, which they don't have all this chocolate truffle and all this fancy stuff. They'll use salted egg yolk.
Oh.
I'm sure
They have
that,
all
yeah.
this, mashed lotus bean paste in there, and the skin is none of this fancy traditional mooncake. They use flour, and they brush it with a little bit of lard, and they roast it. It's got a beautiful golden brown. It's got some Chinese words in there on top. This will be the everywhere you're laughing. This will be the new type of mooncake that's going to come back, and you can buy those
I'm sure.
with 1 egg yolk, 2 egg yolk, or 4 egg yolk.
Okay. Okay, I tell you what, let's talk about this a little bit more on the Big Show TV, okay? But right now, let's by the way, Sito is also going to be bitching about something on the Big Show TV. So you want to tune into the Big Show TV right now. Meantime, here's Soul to Soul with Back to Life on 1FM 91.3.
Okay.
I like that. Bitching. He's going to be bitching.
Yeah, man.
What did I say? I want to bitch. There's so many things on my topic.
You said
What
you
did I say just now?
wanna bitch a little bit about the heightened alert thing.
Oh,
The Titan measures.
Let me swallow the fish cake first. Calm down.
Okay.
No problem. I talked to Sharon a while more. So Sharon, Saber Lapis, your orders are your orders are open.
We do an order drop once a month,
Okay.
but it gets sold out within half an hour for the whole month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I've been trying other people's kuih kosui, but I have to say that yours obviously stands out, lah. The taste, the quality, the texture. My goodness. So
They pay a lot for it actually. So I go a step further. Just like tomorrow is delivery day, 6 o'clock I'm in the market to get the coconut for them. So I want them to have the best. I'm not going to stitch. Seriously.
it's so shook, but I can't stop myself from eating. You see, when I order, so that's why I got to be very careful. I'm just putting on weight, lah.
Hey, Sharon,
Oh,
just
you look good, yes.
just a question. How do people know when your orders open up?
Usually we put, you follow Xavier Lapis
On Instagram?
and, on Instagram or
Okay.
IG. And then 3 days before we do the order drop, we will preempt you.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I started Xavier Lapis is not just to help myself, but when I choose packaging like the baskets, I'm helping the Balinese
Okay.
because they are very hardly hit by COVID. And even my basket lady was telling me, if you are not ordering for me, I will have closed my shop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Even the gula Sabah, because Sabah is very quite remote now, and they are suffering.
Right.
So I bring in. It's expensive. I just absorb the cost. It's okay. At the end of the day, it's like if I can help someone, I'm happy.
Right.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm going to order from you again. I'm going to order from you again.
Yeah, if you want to follow the Instagram, it's Savor SAVOUR Lapis LAPIS on Instagram.
Savor Lapis, very nice. So before I bitch, Sean, can you show some of the pictures that I sent you that she cooks from the lapis, all that rice sets? I can't see the picture.
Yeah, you can't see.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it. Only our viewers will see it.
So we're showing one with the blue rice. I'm guessing is the blue pea rice.
Yes, this is the blue pea rice. Sharon's specialty, nasi ulam.
What is it, Sharon? Can you tell us what that is? The blue pea rice.
Oh, it's nasi ulam. It takes me at least 3 hours of slicing for just like 10 portions.
Wow.
Because
And it's blue rice. What goes into it?
Oh, it's jasmine rice, but I use blue pea flour, which I always pilfer. I liberate from my sister's garden in Sub-Zero and Bowl.
Morning, Karen.
You just said you pilfer.
Yeah. No, liberate. Yeah. Then they dry it for me, so it's much more organic. And I soak it, and I get the water, and I cook it with the rice.
But you were saying you do slicing for 3 hours. What is the slicing?
Oh, the slicing because the herbs is like down postom, lemongrass, a lot, 23 herbs.
You have to take
into the rice.
Leaf.
Wow.
Imagine you take one leaf and you slice it 1 meter, 1 mm or half mm.
Wow.
One leaf will take you like what, 50, 100 slices.
23 ingredients into the rice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The boys ate
It's the best.
I tried it. I tried it at Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Because I don't want you to see the herbs. I want it fine enough that it will, the flavor pops in your mouth. Yeah.
So
then you start guessing what is inside and all that.
Beautiful.
Good stuff, man.
So somebody's asking, what's your Instagram handle for this to order your stuff?
Savor Lapis.
Savor Lapis. Okay, somebody asked.
We'll put it up on Facebook.
The thing about Sharon's food I've ordered before, it comes in this lovely little basket.
Yeah.
With a little window on top. You've seen it,
Yes.
right? I mean, she takes the trouble to order these baskets from Bali to support the aunties down there, just wilting away in the markets. Because Glenn and everybody is not there to buy up the whole shop, right?
Don't say. I miss Bali,
Sorry. Maybe Sean and FD and Angel.
Yes.
So she buys them in bulk, and then when it comes to you, it looks so nice. So to those of you all who are doing packaging or selling food from home, think about the packaging.
Packaging, yeah.
That's the first thing that meets the eye, and you score points immediately already. When they open, then people will be mesmerized by what you put inside, how you lay out. So think about the packaging.
And it's also good if the packaging can be reused, right? I mean, it's important for that.
Because most of my packaging, I always think, I'm not going to have something that you can discard, but something that you can keep and reuse again. So it's friendlier to the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to order from you again, Sharon. Then I'll go and pick it up from you again.
I'm starting my Christmas cakes now. I'm already making the Christmas fruits now, the dried fruits.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything I order from you. So, just keep 1 or 2 portions for me. I will, I'll pick it up. Advance order.
So back to me. This raging theme in my
Here
head.
it comes.
2 minutes.
Hi, good morning. We get this. You get a lot of support for the hawkers. I told you about it. The government is doing promoting them to do commissionless kind of delivery, and then they're giving them waivers and all that. But it's only for the public hawker centers. I always remind you, there are only 114 public hawker centers, out of which there are 6,000 hawker stalls reside in government hawker centers. Now, there are 20,000 other ones residing in coffee shops, kopitiam, and then there are food courts, mom and pop little shops, canteen, industrial canteens and all that. Those folks makes up the bulk of our hawker culture. And here's the punchline: they get no love, they get no support. I hear so many landlords eating up on them. Just I heard just one yesterday among the many. This guy is struggling to sell his nasi lemak fish soup stall in Jurong, in a canteen in an industrial building. They do their own they have their own crop and all that. Out of nowhere, when the government announced all the HA, they raised their rents.
I don't understand why they would do that.
You would think people
You have
apply
some
logic
heart,
in
yeah.
times like this, right? By now you should know logic doesn't apply here, right? 85% vaccinated and we lock down even further. Okay, that's another story. But this coffee shop thing, so you got to go and pay more attention to these coffee shops.
Yes, that was last night.
Support them. Go out and buy in bulk from the coffee shops. In fact, I if this carry on, I'm going to do even more bulk buys from the coffee shops. I think the hawker centers are very well taken care of. We've spoken about them over the year. I think there are 20,000 out there. You don't even know, how many canteens and other coffee shops can you guys name, right? Besides hawker centers,
Right.
True.
So go and support them. They are hawkers too. And I'll tell you this one also, at the rate. People are paying so much attention to hawker stalls and all that, and the rate, and always a bitch about their rents. Their rents, public hawker center rents are no more expensive or no more. It's about the same as private coffee shops. I'll tell you the details in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We're going to do a traffic update right now.
Stand by in 3, 2.
1FM 91.3 traffic.
Not much to tell you about. The CTE towards the SLE, a vehicle broken down at Brattle Road exit, and on the ECP towards the city, a vehicle broken down after the KPE exit. Stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning. We are back on The Big Show and The Big Show TV with our friend, the legend himself, Mr. Makansutra, KF Sito. Good morning, Sito.
Good morning, people. I was just talking earlier about how these coffee shop hawkers are really struggling way worse than the what I call well-protected public hawker center hawkers. Very well taken care by the government. Got rental waivers, they got upgrades here and there. And even the government started a program to encourage bulk buys or delivery companies to not charge commission from the hawkers in public hawker centers. So from now on, at least the foreseeable future, I'll be visiting coffee shops because these private hawkers in coffee shops, food courts, standalone mom and pop hawker stores, or even canteens, hawker canteens in the industrial areas, they get not much love. They are on their own. So like I was saying earlier, there was just heard the latest case, another hawker in the middle of COVID, in the middle of this new lockdown, the landlord raised their rent. I mean, this is a private a canteen in an industrial building in Jurong, and their fish soup is mean. I was about to go and review them for my ebook and all that, and then suddenly my friend told me they are closed because the landlord jacked up their rents in the middle of this struggling hardship month.
But Sito,
so
I
who's
mean,
protecting them? Who's voicing out for them? Nobody.
Sito, I think we don't understand. I think many of the members of the public don't understand this. You mentioned earlier on that the government subsidizes the public hawker centers. Is that what you said? Public food centers?
I mean, they give waivers and discounts through this COVID, which is good lah. I mean, COVID is a bigger problem then these waivers can help lah. I mean, but it's a good help anyway. So I was talking about comparing prices of rentals in public hawker centers and coffee shops.
Okay.
I've been monitoring, and people will think, oh, coffee shop very expensive. No, it is not. When people bid for a stall in a public hawker center, everybody wants a shop, they go all out. Yeah. I'm hearing bids about $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, even $7,000 for a public hawker center shop, 10 feet
Wow.
by 10 feet. That's 60, 50, 60, $70 per square feet. That's MBS prices, mind you.
Right.
And then you have to pay the price that you bid, and of course the government will take the highest bid. That's standard practice, right? They take and then they let you sit there for 3 years.
Okay.
If you survive 3 years, they bring your $7,000 rent back to market prices, which is about 1,000 plus, hovering around 2,000 currently. Now if you go to a coffee shop, the coffee shop owner straight away gives you a flat price, 1,000 plus 2,000. Yeah. After 3 years, if you do well, they ask for a raise. They ask for a hike, which is fair, right? After 3 years. So you see, the
It starts high.
Hawker center starts high,
Yeah.
and then 3 years
They
but
drop.
the coffee shop they start low.
But how
And then
much?
3 years later, if you're okay, you come up.
Then they go
But how
up.
much is the rental for a hawker center compared to a coffee shop stall?
I know coffee shops in town they are charging cheaper than a coffee shop, than a hawker center.
Wow.
$1,000 plus $2,000. There are some private hawker centers that I heard charges only about $1,000 per stall.
So,
If
Sito,
you
what's
go
the
and poke
difference
around-
between a private hawker center and a public hawker center? I don't get it.
Yeah, one is under
is
NEA and
which?
the other one is under somebody else, right?
A main.
Private hawker centers, private coffee shops come under the landlord. I mean, they
Okay.
rent the place, they sub-rent thing to you. Regulations is all the same. It comes under NEA. You have to still adhere to the safety, hygiene practices and all that. But policy-wise, they are under the mercy of the landlord.
Okay. So what is your solution then, Sito?
I don't know, man. Go out and support this. For starters, go out and support this kopi siam hawkers.
For me,
Sharon.
my view on it is that you need to go and support seriously, because it's a chain reaction. If nobody goes to these private hawker kopitiams and all that, it will affect the grocers as well.
Yeah.
It's a chain reaction. So
Right.
what we can do is just support them. If the food is good, rave about it. If the food is not good, just say it's okay. Don't put it down, actually. Because when you are harsh on criticizing the hawker, right, you're breaking his rice bowl.
Don't give a bad review.
Don't ever give a bad review, because at the end of the day, every hawker chefs, we are human. We have emotions. And some days, you are really down and it affects your cooking, right?
Yeah. Let me.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
you
Let
just
it
have some
slide.
empathy.
Let me put it in KFCito English.
Okay.
If the food is good, tell everybody. If the food
Yes.
is no good, shut up.
But let me
even when you
yeah, go ahead.
even when
FD.
you whenever you review this food, it is so subjective. It's my palate.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's my palate.
Yeah. And if I may be honest,
nothing nice
I'll
to
just
say,
say
don't
I'll
say.
just say this, I only go to my favorite hawkers. That's the thing, you see.
I mean-
You know what I mean?
But
We all have our favorite hawkers, right?
Yeah. Alexito says there's no such thing as a bad hawker stall. There's always
No,
somebody
I
who
mean,
loves it.
Is there a hawker out there who wants to sell you bad food? Nobody
Yeah,
wants to sell
exactly.
you
Yeah.
bad food.
Yeah. That's not the intention.
Your level of appreciation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk to the hawker. If the food is not good, talk to the hawker. Just give some constructive feedback. There's always room for improvement.
Well, sometimes they're grumpy, they'll scold you.
Yeah. They'll throw a plate at you.
Okay.
That's
All right, let's
That's our
continue.
culture, what?
Let's continue to talk about this on the Big Show TV. All right. In the meantime, here's Linkin Park with New Divide on 1FM 91.3. Yeah, so I mean, I was just talking to someone the other day, who watches this all the time, and he was saying like, hey, bro, it's not. I'm not trying to go and support all the hawkers and all that, but it's just not possible, because when I feel like having something like chicken rice, or I'll go to my favorite chicken rice stall because
He's used to it.
I'm satisfied eating that chicken rice. You know what I mean? And as much as he will go and group buy and stuff like that, he just feels like, other people might not do that. You know what I mean? They will all go to their favorite Hokkien mee, favorite hor fun, favorite prawn
But that's
noodle.
also supporting, isn't it? I mean, as long as you just keep buying from them, you're not expected to go to every single one and eat from them.
I mean, in times like this, COVID, last thing you want to do is resort to habit. Go out lah. Go and support others. Hey, you like a good chicken rice. You never know if the other one is better, Just go to unknown stores. Then you say, wow, then you'll be a hero. I discovered this. No, why it's so good. I never knew it was just right around my corner. Why do I travel all the way to Maxwell for this kind of things? I got better ones just around the corner.
Have a sense of adventure, right?
Yeah.
Have a sense of adventure. Discover, like sometimes you have these hidden gems.
Yep.
So it's like the Peranakan say, Peranakan say, belum mati, belum tahu.
Yeah,
That's true.
Correct,
It's true.
Huh?
It's like,
Somebody
how many
can
times
explain
does
that.
someone say to themselves, I don't know what I want to eat today? Oh, let's go and have the chicken rice we always buy.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you want to eat, and this is where my daughter Chloe is amazing. If you don't know what you want to eat, go out and try something you've never tried.
Yes. Always right.
I got a better finishing line for that. If you don't know what you want to eat now, go and help the others.
Yeah.
Go and help. Right now, last time, the thing we should come together right now is to help everybody. And it's nothing for you to help these hawkers who is such a big part of our lives. Go out and try all these things you've never been to, you've never tried. And you're not eating, you are helping.
Yeah,
It doesn't take much.
and this is what the show is for. Actually, this is what we're trying to do. We know that it's hard. We know that it will not, sink into everyone. But at least with Sito visiting these places and all that, this gives you an idea when you watch back, right? Where perhaps maybe you can go and try. For example, this Geylang Lorong 41 coffee shop, right? I mean, I've never seen it before, but now people know about it. I'm sure, people will go and
More people will
explore
go.
that entire area where there are many other coffee shops.
Sito, I went past Maxwell the other day, and every single stall was shut. So I thought maybe it's because everyone's working from home, and there's not a lot of offices there that are open. But then I went past Market Street, the temporary one, and it was fully opened and fully packed out and all that. Is there something going on with Maxwell?
Market Street naturally has this natural footfall because of those few buildings around it. So when you are there, you look for hawker center. That's the only one. But if you go to
why is Maxwell completely shut?
Because you're in the vicinity of Chinatown and Amoy. So there's so much choices and there are three huge hawker centers, and there's not enough crowd to spread the kaya over these three hawker centers. And some to the hawkers who are closed. Why? Because they lose less money if they
Closed.
Yeah.
Because when you open, you got to pay all the things, the services, the rent.
Every single stall was shut though. Every single one.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
There's no business.
But the thing about New Market, the street, that little hawker center, the difference is they only do lunch. After lunch, the whole place shuts down.
Okay.
Maxwell, you still get a little bit of evening crowd.
Until 3 o'clock.
So, every hawker center got their pluses and minuses.
Okay, before, I just want to, apart from kopitiams, hawker centers, I spoke to
Oh, wait,
Sito.
we
The other
go
thing-
back on air and you finish this first.
Okay, Sharon, so you mentioned that on air, okay? Hold on.
Our last one.
Linkin Park with New Divide right here on The Big Show, 1FM 91.3. We are also live on The Big Show TV. Our guests for this morning is KFCito, Mr. Makansutra, and of course, we've got Sharon Gonzalez as well this morning. Sharon took part in Singapore MasterChef a few years ago, and I've always said this, right? She should have been the champion. She should have been the champion on the show because I think she's doing so well, I mean,
You are our champion, the Big Show champion.
I mean, can you even remember
win,
the other contestants? No.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's,
Sharon
it's
should
the
have.
judges, it's the judges.
Sharon should have won it. Yeah, I say they were just totally biased and totally lost out.
I don't even know who's the winner.
I think there's a judge there cannot even pronounce some of the stuff she cooked, right?
Oops.
Okay.
You say she.
Okay, I was just telling Sito that apart from hawker centers and kopitiams, the other thing that we need to support is our local wet market. Please,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are scared to go out to the wet markets because of COVID, but you can go when there's a lull, early in the morning or late in the late mornings, because they really need your support right now, and build relationship with them, because at the end of the day, you will get better stuff from them than the supermarket.
I
Yeah.
have this Donald Trump conspiracy that they are trying to shut down the wet market hawkers. and then get everybody to buy where Glenn go and buy all the aircon places. I say, stop it. This wet market is serve. I mean, you go and talk to them, they're very friendly, you know, and then hey, I have to tell you, the prices are sometimes half the price, you know. I kid you not. I will do it again. I went to buy a slab of fatty pork, samjamba, from the supermarkets versus at the wet market. At the supermarket, it's $7 for like 300-400 grams. At the wet markets, $8 for 1 kilo.
Yes,
3
and
times.
some wet
Wow.
markets, and some wet market grocers, right? They are hidden gems. Seriously, sometimes I can get zucchini flowers, baby carrots, and everything. Even tomatillos. You know, these are hidden gems, and they cost like a fraction from these high-end supermarkets. You know.
Right.
And then sometimes at 4 or 5 a.m. they will text me in the morning. This is what I have for the day. So they are a relationship.
Yeah, you try to build a relationship with that fella at the supermarket. They say, 你要什么? Quite.
You know what?
So,
I just have to mention. I have to mention this tadafresh.com because it's an online grocer, and they actually get their groceries from wet markets, including Tekka Market and a few others. It's called tadafresh.com. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Support them because directly they are supporting our local market. At the end of the day, some of my wet market guys say, Sharon, I'm going to retire next year. When we lose them, there's nobody's going to take over. That's the end of a wet market.
I have an idea. Sharon, can you cook for me? Can you start a catering company? Then you do all the shopping at the wet market and all that, and then I just order food from you.
Sayang, I got only 2 hands. I don't have maid. I don't have helper.
There you go.
But anytime you guys want to eat, just text me. I'm happy to feed y'all.
Texting you later.
Wonderful.
I need some vegan weekend food.
Yeah, okay. I need to start on the vegan Peranakan sauces actually.
Yeah, you did do great.
Do what my friend Dr. Adrian Tan, who's posted on the comments below. He said, bike around and go and makan at the coffee shop, go and buy stuff and all that, right? And by the way, Dr. Adrian Tan is the biggest doctor I've ever met in my life.
Morning, Dr. Tan.
The biggest doctor you've ever met? I hear that that's a punchline coming.
He's a lovely guy, very funny. I mean, every day, as a doctor, every day you're seeing sick people, and then some of them are dying and all that. And you really want to live it up, no?
Of course.
Doctors are the ones who tell you life is short,
Yes. Yeah. That's why I like hanging out with doctors.
Yeah, desperate foodies, I tell you, they everything that they cannot pronounce, even the stuff that Sharon cooks.
And since, Angel, since you mentioned vegan just now, it just occurred to me. So we should also ask the hawkers and all that, Sito, to come up with stuff for the vegans, man.
I don't know about vegan stuff. It's not big enough a community out there to support their business, and the people who go hawker centers, the last thing you look for is vegan.
That's true, that's true.
Even vegans go to a hawker stall to look for beef kway teow.
Hey, so I have an idea. So, Angel and all her vegan friends, what they can do is they can group buy for us.
You
right?
The way you say it is as if I live in a vegan community and all my friends are vegan.
No, I can't help but feel like, you can't even go to the coffee shop, but what can you eat? You can't, right?
There are some things that you can eat. I can eat, plain bread.
Water.
But I like my
beancurd, you can, right?
I like my other idea better, which is she buys for all of us.
Yes.
Okay, Ken. We'll go out for lunch.
Okay. Hey, I give you a very interesting vegan dish that I had. I go there back ever so often. It's in the People's Park Hawker Centre, not the Chinatown one, the one across the road where OG is. In the front row down there, facing the little park, there's a little shop that sells China little dishes and all that. They have one icon that I love. It's Tau Hui, right? It's vegan. Tau Hui is vegan, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
and then they put mala spices over it.
Oh my goodness!
What?
With crispy soybean, fried soybeans.
Wow, this is the Newbridge Center Hawker Center, right?
Oh, it's a very old the
Newbridge.
People's Park Hawker Center.
People's Park, yeah.
Wow.
And then I tell you, it is so nice.
Sounds exciting. Hey,
It
Sharon.
sounds exciting.
Yeah, mala豆花麻辣豆花
So it's unsweetened tau hui.
Unsweetened, it's savory and spicy.
Full.
Wow.
After I'll be running to the toilet, boy.
Sounds interesting.
Both will be savory and spicy also.
Okay, we gotta go, people.
Yeah, 9 o'clock already. Hello.
We
Yeah.
need his last vote.
We gotta go. So,
yeah.
Sito, all right.
Last vote.
Any last words before you give us your vote?
I like the song Diamonds Are
Okay,
Forever.
That's
But
Kanye West.
take out stupid Kanye's
Right?
rap song.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say,
God.
true.
Take out his stupid
That's
rap.
the whole point.
Okay, but I got his vote.
Shirley Bassey.
No, you didn't.
Shirley Bassey.
Did he get your vote?
Diamonds Are
Yes, he
Forever.
got.
Oh, you got the vote. Okay.
Sharon?
All right, Sharon.
You're voting
Sharon,
for
any-
Diamond.
BTS, right?
No.
Yes.
Aerosmith, right?
Yes, now.
No.
I know
BTS.
BTS now.
Oh,
BTS
yes.
and Chris. BTS and Chris Martin.
Yes.
Yes.
Chris Martin,
No,
yes,
no, no.
okay. Yeah.
No, which is good because the
Coldplay.
feedback that I've been getting from people, and I'm not kidding, is that FD and Angel, they usually vote for like the really old songs.
Yeah.
So it looks like people are voting for the newer songs now, which is
There
great.
you go. There
Awesome. Thank
We'll
you
let
very
you
much.
have this one, yeah.
No, you're still gonna win it, because everybody else is old. All of them are gonna vote for Aerosmith. Okay. All right.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you,
guys. Have a
Sito.
great
Thank you,
weekend.
Sharon.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. All right. Up next, headline news and sports.
This is an important announcement.
See you soon, Sharon. I'll be ordering the kuih kosui.
Ayo, must be either November or December, okay?
No problem.
We have to
No
wait for
problem.
the opening order window.
No, because now I'm doing the fruit cakes. I'm soaking the dried fruits.
Ooh,
so
okay, one's on order. I'm
Christmas,
ordering.
yeah.
Okay, we'll be in touch. All
Put
right.
extra
Okay.
alcohol in it.
Bye, Sharon.
No, I bought the smoked rum. Okay.
Oh,
bye.
Okay, but
nice.
say bye to Pat also. Tell her thank you.
Bye-bye. They say bye-bye.
Bye, Pat.
Okay.
Share the video.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, you need to hang up, Sharon.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Bye.
It's fine. Ciao, ciao.